Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the Athens County Game of the Week, presented by Tri-County Career Center.
Well, it might not quite yet be a winter wonderland in Athens County, but that doesn't mean we can't get our hoop on this Friday night. We've got TVC-Ohio action for you from here inside Ben Wagner Gymnasium. It's the Nelsonville-York Buckeyes taking on the Vinton County Vikings. I'm Ethan Sargent. Noah Lovely will join me momentarily, and we have some big-time action. It's third versus fourth in the TVC-Ohio. Vinton County comes in at third place. They've won just 6 games all season, but 5 of them have been in the conference, and that's what has them in third place at the moment. For Nelsonville-York, they're 3-4 in TVC-Ohio play, and they'll look to try and get a winning streak, and they get a big-time piece back tonight. We'll talk about that a little bit later on as we welcome in Noah. Noah, what's your initial take on how you see this matchup shaking out?
I think it's pretty close, honestly. I mean, they're right next to each other in the rankings. I think we're in for a fun one tonight. Who knows what could happen?
Absolutely. These two teams both, again, like we just mentioned, in the thick of things in the TVC-Ohio with the Vinton County, like I said, 6-8, 5-2. If both of these teams have won 2 of their last 3. Vinton County actually had a small win streak snapped in their last matchup earlier this week when they took on New Hope Christian Academy, fell 65-57. Again, out of conference though. Nelsonville-York got back into winning ways in a non-conference game. They were on the road at the Miller Falcons out in Corning. They got a 65-59 win at end. They lost to River Valley this time last week in a 71-66 defeat after exploding for 93 points here against Alexander. We were here for that one just about a week and a half ago. But the big news for Nelsonville-York, and we're going to talk about this throughout the evening tonight as when we get back to the full screen here and we see the Nelsonville-York warm-ups as we're watching Vinton County get ready to go here. We'll give you the Vinton County starting lineup, but there's a big player back for Nelsonville-York. We'll talk about that in a sec. Vinton County, here are your starters for the Vikings. It's number 2, the sophomore Cole Oosley, the forward. Number 3, Nash Yates, the senior guard-forward combo. Number 4, Jace Moore gets the start, the junior shooting guard. Number 11, Josh Montgomery. And number 12, Jacob Thacker, who gets the start as well. For Nelsonville, when we get warm-ups, but they have a big-time player back in the building today, and that is Alec Thompson. Number 2, Alec Thompson is back for Nelsonville-York today. Had that biceps injury that kept him out for a long portion of the season, but as we're checking out here in warm-ups, he is back, he is dressed. He will not start tonight, but he is going to play, and that is a big deal for Nelsonville-York. There you see him right there, just at the 3-point line or so, getting ready, getting geared up as he looks a full go. He won't start again, but we'll see how much we see of Nelsonville-York still leading points per game scorer on the season. Averaged about 12.8 in the 5 games that he played throughout the course of the opening 5 games of this season. For the Buckeyes, here is your starting 5. Grant Elliott, number 10, the sophomore guard. Cameron Sullivan, the center bruiser, number 12, the junior. Number 21, Gavin Levy is the junior guard. Number 22, Weston Wheatley is another junior guard. And completing this very heavy guard formation is Champ Schultz, who is the second leading point scorer on this Buckeye squad, averaging about 12.3 points per game. When you have a shooter and a player of the caliber of Alec Thompson, Noah, that you lose for such a long portion of the season, and then he comes back now, and this is a Buckeye team that probably hasn't quite hit their goals yet so far this year, but they'll feel like they could go on a run now that they've got one of their best players back in the fold.
Yeah, and Alec Thompson's the kind of player who is built for the moment. Whenever you need a big moment, he is there. He is providing it. I got the pleasure of watching him all throughout the football season, playing wide receiver, and he just comes in clutch. There's nothing else to say about it.
No doubt about the clutch factor. He makes the big plays when they are required, and I'm sure the Buckeyes will need a few more of him here down the stretch. Lots still to play for this Nelsonville-York team. Again, they probably haven't quite lived up to their conference billing this year. 3-4 so far in the TVC-Ohio, but there is time to fix some of those issues in conference, and it would start in a big way tonight. We'll give you the TVC-Ohio standings here real quick as we get into the end of the season. Champions. They're at 5-1 in the conference. The Rocket are in second conference match that we've got live over on WATH at the moment. Daniel Barner, Bill Blyer on that call as Wellston takes on Athens over in the McAfee Gymnasium, home of the Bulldogs. They're in second place, 5-2 overall, 10-3 in the conference. 3 versus 4, as we mentioned right here. Vinton County in third place, 5-2, 6-8 overall. Nelsonville-York 3-4 in the conference, 8-6 overall. Then the bottom 3 places go to River Valley, who are 3-5, 6-10 overall. Athens is 2-4 in the conference, 5-8 overall, and Alexander is 1-7. Saw the Spartans snap a long losing streak back earlier this week on Tuesday night when the Spartans were on the road and took down the Trimble Tomcats. So, last thing before we head to our opening break and get things ready for tip here, Noah, what are your keys for both of these teams in this game?
Well, I think for Nelsonville, the main key would just be to play good defense. I mean, especially with Alec Thompson coming back here, offensive star power is there. You just need to stop them from scoring points, which is reductive, but...
I think, honestly, and we've talked about it a little bit being on the air, sometimes stating the obvious is the most important thing, because the Buckeyes have had some struggles in terms of allowing teams to go on those long, extended runs. It hurt them in a large portion of that early matchup with Alexander, where them and the Spartans were kind of going blow for blow there, and yes, eventually the floodgates opened for Nelsonville-York, and they were able to put up a 93-point outburst, but they're going to want to be more consistent on the defense. They are so reliant. That is where they hang out.
But what I have the biggest thing for Vinton County is avoiding turnovers, because just physically a lot better than them, and
Now we should be getting the stream audio up for you now, and we have it as Weston Wheatley gets the scoring started for the Buckeyes. Vinton County down early 2-0 is the Buckeye advantage, I should say. And there's a turnover back the other way. Here go the Buckeyes. This is Grant Elliott getting it back to Weston Wheatley. Levy again, looking the other way, the wrong way was Thacker inside. Sullivan easy up and down for 2. Vinton County, a little shell shock to start this one off. 4-0 Buckeyes. We know how this Buckeye team can operate. Ousley gets it back in. Schultz kind of fell over there. Not sure exactly what happened. Now gets it to Nash Yates. This is a long 3 that's no good from Jace Moore. And going back the other way are the Buckeyes. Schultz went to the hoop tough. Yates was able to stop that. Now Yates brings it back up the floor for Vinton County. Inside to a slicing Montgomery. Can't get the roll. Rebound goes to Cam Sullivan. Quickly up the floor for Wheatley. How about this start for Nelsonville-York? 6-0 Buckeyes. Quick timeout for Vinton County. We'll step aside. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Total Media Sports.
Need reliable heating and cooling? Airclass Heating and Cooling has you covered. From furnaces to AC generators to fireplaces and indoor air quality, we keep your home comfortable all year. Call 740-448-7278 or visit us at 24 State Street. Airclass, comfort you can count on. Our Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Vinton County, a little shell shock to start this one off. 6-0 is the advantage for Nelsonville-York. As Cam Sullivan and Weston Wheatley have done the damage. Wheatley's got 4 points, Sullivan's got 2, and Vinton County have yet to find the basketball. Here's Ousley, another 3 for VC. That's no good. They're 0 for 3 to start this one off. And again, we talked about how hot and cold they can be as Elliott stepped out of bounds there, forcing a turnover. That's the key for Vinton County. I talked about it in the pregame. Those threes, it really is what makes and breaks that offense, Noah.
Yeah, and it's just such a hard thing to rely on because it's very mental, the three-point game, so we'll see if they get into a groove here.
They're going to have to try to. We know, again, it can be very hot and cold, and they're cold right now, but that doesn't mean they can't switch it on in a flash. Vinton County gets it going offensively. Montgomery will pull up at the free throw line. That's no good. Rebound. A couple of Buckeyes were fighting for that together. And Schultz is the one who ends up coming down with it. And we're going to get a turnover again by the Buckeyes.
Yeah, just off the hands of Wheatley there. Just needs to be a little more concentrated.
Brody Maynard, the sophomore guard, checks into the game now for Vinton County, taking the place of Jacob Thacker. VC 4-4 on the road. The Buckeyes are 5-2 here at Ben Wagner. Trying to find the backdoor cut was Yates, had it poked away by Elliott. Sullivan's able to get it back to Schultz. Schultz trying to slice inside. Some nice handles, kept it alive for a second. Wheatley is able to get it. Wheatley all the way across the floor to Levy now. Levy inside and had it poked away. Trying to find Sullivan, and in the way was Moore. Now Moore brings it up the floor. Into the corner. This is Montgomery. County 3-point shooting going to work. As they are 1 for 4 from beyond the arc. Missed their first 3. Montgomery breaks the seal, and the Vikings trail by 3. 4:14 to go in this first quarter. Jay Kite barking instructions from the sideline. County long tenured head coach have done plus years. almost tried to get the Sullivan, and he couldn't get the second effort. Sullivan's got some early rebounds. And now Woosley will check. For the game comes Briggs Prater, the freshman, who instantly brings the basketball up. Stops on a dime, gets a nice screen from Moore. Now dumps it back out to Brody Maynard. Maynard gets it to Montgomery. Montgomery going inside, just a little strong off the glass, and Sullivan's able to grab the rebound.
Yeah, I'm really liking some of these offensive looks that Vinton County's given up, even if they haven't turned out super well yet.
Only the one bucket so far, but just 3 for Nelsonville-York, so very much a slow scoring game so far. Only the 4 total buckets between the two squads, and Elliott can't keep that one in, and Prater will push the pace for Vinton County into the corner for Montgomery. That's a 3 that also comes up short. And it will be off of Nelsonville-York. A couple of Buckeyes, I think Schultz and Sullivan, both second time that's happened. They're fighting for the same rebound. Schultz is out of the game now. I don't think he knows yet, but now he does. And not sure what exactly happened here. They're going to get a technical foul. I think they're going to get a technical foul on, I'm not sure if they're going to assign it to a particular player or if they're going to assign it to the coach, because I don't think that Schultz knew he was getting subbed out.
Yeah, they had 6 people on the
floor. I think that's what they're getting. And look, Wayne Gabriel, you can see the posture there on the sidelines. He's not thrilled. As Montgomery makes the first free throw. So now Vinton County will get a nice 2-for-1 opportunity here. He makes the first free throw. He'll have another opportunity, and then they will get the ball back again. Second free throw good as well. So Josh Montgomery's got all 5 points for the Vikings. They got a chance to take the lead right here on this possession. 6-5 with 2:38 to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, if I'm the Vikings here, I'm looking to just get it into Montgomery's hands right now. He's certainly the most comfortable, and just work yourselves into being more comfortable by getting it to the guy who's already.
Yeah, and the spacing is really starting to work for Vinton County. So if they can keep that going, this could be a long night for the Buckeyes. That's a missed 3 from Yates that doesn't go down. Montgomery at the floor, easy laying for 2, and the Vinton County Vikings have their first lead of the night, 7-6. 2 respective long runs to start the game. 6-0 run for Menoir. Vinton County takes time out, and it's a 7-0 run for them. And there's some children in the arena right now, and they're seeing the scoreboard, and they're doing the number that everybody tends to love these days. Into the corner for Weston Wheatley. That's good.
You know, I'm proud of myself for not even thinking about 6-7 there.
Wow. You're lucky you don't have a brain like mine. Back the other way go the Vinton County Vikings. Into the paint. No foul called there either way. There was a lot of contact between Montgomery and Levy. There was really no shot there. Blair inside, wide open, easy 2. Nice ball movement from Levy and for Blair. And Cam Sullivan is able to get that one up and in. And the Buckeyes have a 4-point lead just like that. Here is Jace Moore. Gets it to Maynard, slicing it inside the free throw line. Vinton County trying to find that quick pin of space on the outside. Nice pump fake by Maynard, and he'll have an untouched lane to the cup. First non-Montgomery score of the night for the Vikings, and it's 11-9. Now Weston Wheatley into the corner. Wheatley tried to have the basketball, or get the basketball away from Maynard. I think they're going to get Maynard here for a clip on the arm, which is what they do. It's 11-9, first personal foul. Schultz will come back into the game for Gavin Levy. Thompson yet again. If you're just joining us, Thompson is dressed for tonight's game. We are leading point scorer. Played the first 5 games of the season for that training injury. And they haven't seen him in over a month as Sullivan is fouled on the inside there with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. He will go to the line for a couple of free throws.
Yeah, almost got the and one play there, though. Just got very unlucky on how the ball bounced.
Sullivan's first free throw, no good, off the front of the rim. 30 seconds, Vinton County will have an opportunity here to bring the ball back up the floor. And second free throw from Sullivan short as well. So 0 for 2 at the line for Cam Sullivan. Now Vinton County with a chance to tie or take the lead here. Maynard's got to dump it off, gets it to Jace Moore. 19 seconds to go in this first quarter. Moore gets it back to Briggs Prater, the freshman who's played a lot here in this first quarter. Prater getting around the challenge, not quite able to get around Stevie Blair, who's able to poke it away. 4 seconds. What an attempted pass, and that is a slight touch off of Maynard. It was a creative look there from Schultz. Fired the pass over his head. No look. So Ousley will check back in for Prater. 2.3 to go. Buckeyes will have to be quick here if they want to get something off before the end of the half. Schultz looking for somebody. He's got to get it in quickly. Does get it into Wheatley. It's poked away. Well, they do get a shot off, and it'll come up short on the three-quarter court effort. And it's a low-scoring first quarter, which has the Buckeyes on top. 11-9. Vinton County just 1 for 6 from 3 in that quarter. We'll step aside. We'll have the second quarter when we come back. You're watching the Athens County Game of the Week on Total Media Sports.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, window siding, and excavating services. Call J&K Contracting today at 740-698-3521 and let's get to work.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill.
Second quarter on tap here in the arena. Here in Nelsonville-York at Buchtel. Ben Wagner Gymnasium. This is the home of the Buckeyes. They're looking to defend home court in conference tonight against Vinton County. To a decent start so far. They've got a 2-point lead as we head to the second quarter of action. Vinton County still looking for the hot streak from beyond the arc. They're 1 for 6 from there. There's a floater from Elliott, rims in and out. Rebound is picked up by Jacob Thacker for Vinton County. They haven't had a lot of rebounds today, Vinton County, purely because there just haven't been a lot of opportunities, and that is a good take by Briggs Prater, I should say, excuse me. And while it may not have looked like much, Elliott held the hand, and Prater will go to the line for 2 free throws. Prater, the freshman guard, makes the first free throw. Don't have a height listed for him, but he's definitely one of the shorter players on the court, so doing a good job there of, despite the size disadvantage, Elliott's definitely got him with the the nice frame that he has. Makes both free throws. We are tied at 11. 7:36 to go in this first half, which has been back and forth, a defensive battle so far. Here's Elliott. Vinton County look like they're in a zone pressure scheme. Looks like it's a 1-3-1 zone with Moore in the middle of that zone, or excuse me, Yates in the middle of that zone. Here is Yates being defending Schultz, I should say, and there's good defense by Vinton County to be able to preserve that as Moore was able to pick up the rebound there. Now Yates gets it back in the corner to Prater. Prater slicing inside, tough finish. And it goes for the freshman, and it's 13-11 Vinton County.
Incredible layup there.
Beautiful finish by the young Viking, and the Buckeyes trail once again. Here is Champ Schultz. Schultz gets it back to Weston Wheatley. Wheatley with a little bit of front court pressure from Maynard, looking to go over the top, and that's how you take over on a size advantage. They noticed the mismatch there between Prater and Sullivan. Sullivan able to just use that big frame and that huge strength to just box out and get an easy layup. As here comes another three from Yates. That's no good. Open over the basket from Nash. Yates. Vinton County struggles from beyond the arc continue. They are 1-for-7 as Josh Montgomery comes back into the game for the Vikings. Elliott will bring it up the floor for Nelsonville-York. He'll get it to Champ Schultz. Schultz gets it back in the corner to Wheatley. Wheatley back, and it's stolen away by Montgomery. Montgomery now fakes the initial floater, now gets it to Ousley. Ousley slicing inside, getting it into Maynard, and Maynard with a great finish. That is Brody Maynard, the sophomore guard combo, and it is 15-13 in favor of the Buckeyes, or excuse me, the Vikings. There's that, again, that one, notice that 1-3-1 zone, as there's a missed three by Weston Wheatley. It's causing Nelsonville-York some offensive issues. So we'll see if there's a potential adjustment there. Inside, that was Schultz getting the deflection. And now almost a steal there for Prater. Now Schultz going back the other way. Schultz, nice feed inside. Wheatley for two. Tie it up again at 15.
Yeah, and that's what the Buckeyes need to be doing there, is playing the paint with these size matchups.
Got to try and take advantage of the mismatches. Montgomery was somehow able to corral that again. Here's D8 back at the left elbow. Ousley. Ousley back into Montgomery. Montgomery into the corner. This is a long two from Yates that goes down. And Vinton County reclaims the lead once again. 17-15. We go back and forth inside Ben Wagner.
Looked like that one.
Here's Schultz wide open, top of the key for three, and that is money. Offenses are coming alive here in the second quarter. And Nelsonville-York reclaims the lead, 18-17. Here is Briggs Prater. He's played a lot in this game, the young freshman. Maynard with the pump fake on the left elbow. Now gets it to Yates for a long three. That is cash. And the Vinton County shooters are starting to get hot. 2 for 8 from three as a team. Here's another three from Elliott. That one's no good. Rebound is out of bounds off of Weston Wheatley last. And Vinton County will have the basket to get 3:50 to go in this second quarter. Prater checks out. Good shift from the young freshman. And Nelsonville-York will take a quick 30-second timeout. We will step aside as well. Nelsonville-York on top, or excuse me, Vinton County on top, 20-18. You're watching the Athens County Game of the Week on Total Media.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, window siding, and excavating services. Call J&K Contracting today at 740-698-3521 and let's get to work.
Welcome back to this matchup. Let's give a quick shout out to some of the sponsors that help make it possible for us to do our broadcasts here on Total Media Sports. Tri-County Career Center, Holzer Health System, Shauna Stump State Farm, Cajun Island Grill, Carpet One Floor and More, Merchants National Bank, Air Claws Heating and Cooling, and J&K Contracting. Huge thank you to all those sponsors and the many more that help make the broadcasting for us here on Total Media Sports possible, bringing you all the high school hoops here down the stretch. We hope we can have as many games as possible over the next week or so. We know it might be kind of tough with all of the snow. I hope everybody's prepared for over the next couple days as Vinton County is able to generate a turnover in the front court. It was a great take there by Yates to go up, miss the bucket, but unfortunately for the Buckeyes, there was a steal on the inside by Montgomery. How about another steal? Now we got a scramble for the basketball, and we get a timeout, Vinton County. Quickly called. It'll be a 30-second one. We'll step aside once again briefly. Vinton County lead it by their largest of the night, 22-18. You're watching Athens County Game of the Week on Total Media Sports.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
.3:14 to go in this first half. It's been a back and forth affair, been a mostly defensive affair, but Vinton County starting to get a little bit hotter on offense, and it's got their largest lead of the night so far. Nelsonville-York's largest lead was their lead at the start of the game, 6-0. And Vinton County proceeded to go on a 7-6 or 7-0 run to get back into it. There's almost another turnover, and now we get a foul on Weston Wheatley, trying to poke the ball away from Jacob Thacker. Or no, excuse me, it went the other way. They got it on Thacker, who pushed Wheatley away as he was trying to keep the basketball away from him. So it will be an offensive foul.
Lucky break for the Buckeyes here.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a break they need. Try and get some momentum going offensively because this zone right now is causing them a lot of issues. Here's maybe a counter to it, trying to draw Yates out of there by getting Sullivan on the inside, and that is teach tape on how to break a 1-3-1 zone. Bring the big out, have somebody cut inside. That somebody was Weston Wheatley, and he found the cup for two. Beautiful basketball from the Buckeyes, 22-20. Vinton County will go back to work on offense now with Brody Maynard. Needs a little bit of help as he picked up his dribble here, had it poked away by Schultz. Schultz going to go back the other way. Montgomery tried to poke it away. Schultz diving, and Elliott able to put it back up and in off of the glass, and we are tied at 22.
Some great teamwork there from the Buckeyes.
Jace Moore will have it now. Moore lost it briefly, but gets it to Montgomery. Now into the corner. This is Maynard. And it goes back to Josh Montgomery, the junior guard. Maynard in the corner for three. That is good from the parking lot. Another three for Vinton County, and the lead is back up 2-3. Buckeyes have really not had a lot of scorers tonight. Here's Wheatley, who's been one of the big scorers this evening. He leaves three short. Rebound goes to Thacker. Going back the other way. He's got Schultz tight on him. Tough pass. Thacker somehow corralled it. Now inside, this is Moore. Back to Thacker. Thacker at the left elbow. Jump step inside, and that is a walk.
Well, we did say beforehand this game was going to be exciting.
It has been so far. 5 lead changes so far in this game. Vinton County leads it for now. We still have not seen Alec Thompson. He is dressed and on the sidelines, but we still have not seen him check into the game. We'll see if he does at all or not.
1 minute left in the quarter.
3 seconds and counting. Gavin Levy, who is still not dropping points from one of the guys who scored. As there's a almost. And now here's Yates, who will jump, step from 3, no good. Rebound is going to be soaring there. A couple of people, for a couple of Vikings. Wheatley went up bravely and took the brunt of the impact there. Foul will go against Jace Moore. 36.6 seconds to go. And Vinton County leads it by 3, 25-22. Ousley will come back into the game for Nash Yates. Again, we wouldn't normally be on WXTQ right now, but we got Bobcat basketball over there as the Bobcats got a big one at Akron. That one's coming up in just about 5 minutes time. Jason Toy, Rob Cornelius, call 105, the flag for Ohio Bobcat basketball. We've got TVC basketball here. 22 seconds to go. Elliott back outside. Levy for 3. Yes. Gavin Levy, welcome to the basketball game. We're tied at 25. 12 seconds to go. Vinton County will likely have one last opportunity here. 8 seconds. Ousley with the quick screen to try and make some movement. Champ Schultz pokes it away. 3 seconds. 2 seconds up and good. And that'll do it for the first half. What a display in the 5 seconds. Champ Schultz. And the Buckeyes are able to end the half on a 5-0 run and reclaim the lead from Vinton County, 27-25. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have some first half thoughts and highlights, and we'll recap some of the important plays as well as look ahead to the second half. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Total Media Sports.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill, the new home of the award-winning blackened chicken with bow tie pasta. From the moment you walk in, you're welcomed by a relaxed, friendly atmosphere and a mouth-watering aroma of dishes made with true Cajun heart. It's perfect for group gatherings, family dinners, or a flavorful takeout night. Don't taste what everyone's talking about. The Cajun Island at the Bridge. Delicious Cajun cuisine, generous portions, and friendly service right here in Southeast Ohio.
At the heart of our community and cheering along with you, Merchants National Bank has been your local bank for over 145 years. Just like your team on the field, we're committed to hard work, teamwork, and supporting our community. Whether you're saving for your future, buying your first home, or growing your business, Merchants National Bank is here to help you reach your goals. Stop by our branch on Stimson Avenue and talk to Beth, Mark, or Greg. Merchants National Bank, a real community bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Looking for insurance tailored to you and your family? Shauna Stump State Farm in Athens offers auto, home, life, business, and more, all personalized to your needs. Call 740-593-6882 or visit 328 West Union Street for a free quote. Shauna Stump, protection you can count on.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, windows. Siding and excavating services. Call J&K Contracting today at 740-698-3521 and let's get to work.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers.
For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill, the new home of the award-winning blackened chicken with bow tie pasta. From the moment you walk in, you're welcomed by a relaxed, friendly atmosphere and a mouth-watering aroma of dishes made with true Cajun heart. It's perfect for group gatherings, family dinners, or a flavorful takeout night. Don't taste what everyone's talking about. The Cajun Island at the Bridge. Delicious Cajun cuisine, generous portions, and friendly service right here in Southeast Ohio.
Welcome back to as you.
At the heart of our community and cheering along with you, Merchants National Bank has been your local bank.
And we'll give that a second. It'll get back going. There it is. As we watch Champ Schultz, this is the perfect example right there of how you break that press. And Nelsonville-York's had some struggles with this in the first half, but it's those quick passes underneath to break through the 1-3-1 that are going to help them fix that. You see Schultz with the beautiful pass.
For over 145 years, just like your team on the field.
Game, but the Buckeyes have had some other issues defending the interior as well, as this is what Vinton County needs to do more of, is that exterior shooting. Right now they're 3 of 9 from beyond the arc. This is a Yates 2-pointer that Adtu was able to get past the deflection of Wheatley and is able to drain what was a very long 2-pointer.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor?
Work on getting that back up here. There it is. And if you watch this play, back on the outside, Maynard with a beautiful pump fake, dumps it off into the corner. Quick 3-pointer is cash money. And that is exactly how Vinton County will look to be more consistent offensively in the second half. It starts with that 3-point shooting. And the best way to get effective 3-point shooting, Noah, is to just work that little half pocket of space to give your guy an opportunity to get a spot-up shot.
Yeah, and you got to take the chances when you have them. Vinton County's been doing a great job at that tonight, but I have seen from the Buckeyes multiple people with a wide open shot that they don't take, and then it closes.
Absolutely. And when you look at that, those windows are so fine, right? They are very tight windows as we continue to roll through some of the big highlights here in the first half. Right now, your leading scorers in the game for the Buckeyes, it's Weston Wheatley, who's got 11 points in this matchup. He averages just about 7 a game, so already doing very well above his season average. And for Vinton County, it is Josh Montgomery, who's got 9 points so far, as the Vikings look to try and get back in it. It's been a back-and-forth game. 6 lead changes, including right there with the last play of the first half. It was Champ Schultz. Not this play in particular, as that one was a little kind of alley-oop off the glass to Grant Elliott off of the defensive pressure. This was another 3 for Vinton County, and that's one thing that many of you will have noticed have you watched this game, is just how many threes the Vikings shoot. It is a high volume 3-point shooting team. Right now I've got them down as making 3 of their 9 attempts, so 27-ish%. Or no, that's not right, is it? No, it's about 33%. Again, the running joke, not good at math. I've heard it all, trust me. But again, the Vinton County Vikings, I know they'll probably be seeing that, saying, you know what, if we shoot 33% in the second half, we probably aren't going to win this game. But if they can make a couple more of those threes, maybe go 5 for 12, try and find some better opportunities, there very well could be an opportunity to win this basketball game. Noah, what are 1 or 2 fine-tuning things you think either team could make here in the second half to come out on top in a very even game at the moment?
Well, like I said, for the Buckeyes, their biggest priority should be taking the shots they get. Yeah, wise man once said that Michael Jordan said that you miss on, or was it Wayne Gretzky? I can't remember. I'm butchering the joke of the Michael Scott quoted, yes, whoever, but you miss 100% of shots you don't take, and when you are wide open with the ball, you need to take those shots even if you are behind the arc.
Absolutely, and I think Nelsonville-York, I think they'll be wondering how to get a bit of a better beat on that zone, I think, in the second half. Trying to beat it more consistently, I think, will be a big key for the Buckeyes. We're going to step aside as both teams are getting ready for the second half of action. We will have that second half when we return. You're watching the Athens County Game of the Week on Total Media Sports.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, window siding, and excavating services. Call J&K Contracting today at 740-698-3521 and let's get to work.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Just about set for the second half here between Vinton County and Nelsonville-York. Again, a key matchup here in the TVC-Ohio. If you missed it earlier, we'll give you real quick the TVC-Ohio standings at the moment. This is third in Vinton County versus fourth in Nelsonville-York in the standings. First and second are Meigs and Wellston. Meigs is 5-1 in conference. Wellston is 5-2. Wellston is currently in action right now over on WATH against the Athens Bulldogs, who sit in sixth in the conference. VC is at third. They're 5-2 in conference play. Nelsonville-York is in fourth at 3-4 in conference play. River Valley's in fifth at 3-5. Athens is in sixth at 2-4, and Alexander rounds it out at 1-6 in conference play in the TVC-Ohio. So very much everything's still on the table for a lot of these teams. The Buckeyes looking to try and get hot. Despite the fact that he is in uniform, we still have not seen Alec Thompson tonight. It may just be a case of trying to ramp him back up. Having him back in uniform is big. Maybe not quite 100% ready to go in a game just yet, but maybe more just to get him the feel of getting ready for game action. Maybe we'll see him in one of their upcoming games. In fact, the Buckeyes play tomorrow. They're on the road at Logan. Hopefully that game's a little bit earlier in the day with all the snow we're anticipated to get over the next 24 hours. Again, hope we've got all of our essentials, and maybe don't go now is the best thing, because I bet you the world is there. There's a quick foul to start the second half off.
Yeah, and obviously I didn't get the chance to say this during the half, and now it's a little bit contradictory, but this has been a pretty clean game in terms of stoppages and fouls.
I would agree. There's been a lot of things like that, though. Those little, yeah. I would say the officials, for the most part, have kind of let a lot of that go. As that was a long floater by Levy that comes up short. Rebound goes to Nash Yates. And the Vikings will go back to work on offense. Here's Ousley. Ousley bouncing off Sullivan. Long three-pointer from Montgomery. No good. Rebound Wheatley. Back the other way go the Buckeyes, and we're going to get a foul. This bucket won't count. Got a foul on the floor. That foul will go against Thacker. That's his second foul of the evening. Both teams commit a quick foul to start the third quarter off. Sullivan receives the inbound, trying to back down Yates. Now he gets it back out to Elliott. Elliott into Wheatley. Wheatley dumps it off. Over the back goes Sullivan. And Cam Sullivan screams, "Thank you, Weston," as he comes back down the sideline. So he's thrilled with the help he's getting there. And it was a great pass from Weston Wheatley as well. Deserved the appreciation as Vinton County now goes back to work. Another long three from Yates that's no good. Vinton County start the half 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. They're now just 3 for 11 from three-point range as Elliott gets it back out inside to Wheatley with the floater. That's good. Weston Wheatley's got 13 points tonight, and he's making a big-time impact on this game. Not a typical starter for this Buckeye squad. Replacing Bean Martin, he's coming in, and that's Ousley going right at Sullivan and making it work. Cole Ousley picks up his first 2 points of the game, and he does it in really impressive fashion. Back outside, this is Schultz. Schultz cutting is slicing Wheatley. It's all Weston Wheatley right now.
Buckeyes
He's got 15 points.
Buckeyes going back to their largest lead of the game at 6.
Yeah, the momentum is firmly in the court of Nelsonville-York at the moment, but Vinton County has a chance to respond here with Ousley. Ousley inside to Thacker. Thacker fighting through some contact, can't get it. Another tough rebound from Weston Wheatley. Wheatley got it to Schultz. That pass from Schultz a little too loose, looking for Sullivan.
Yeah, I think Sullivan got caught up in the coverage there a little bit.
And now we're going to get a substitution for Vinton County. Back into the game comes Brody Maynard. Played a lot in that first half. Didn't start the game as Thacker will check back out. He's got the 2 fouls. Weston Wheatley, by and large, leading the way points-wise with the 15 points for the Buckeyes. Next leading scorer is Cam Sullivan with 8. Got 11 points right now. 9 points for Josh Montgomery. Next leading scorer is Maynard, who just came off the bench. He's got 7. Here's Cole Ousley, who's been active on these last couple possessions for Vinton County. Here's Montgomery, one-on-one with Elliott. Montgomery kicks it back out to Maynard. Maynard, nice pump fake. Spinning, almost lost the dribble. Able to get it back. And it goes back to Ousley at the top. Maynard again, that time he did lose the dribble. Kind of the same thing that happened twice in a row there. The first time he was able to just about keep that pivot foot down. This time the pivot foot just squeaked a little too far. And it will be a turnover. Buckeye basketball, 5:03 to go. Now Elliott kicks it inside to Schultz. Quick ball movement. And Sullivan is into double digits now with 10 points. And the Buckeyes lead is the largest of the game now for either team with 8. Vinton County have to find a way to get the lid off the bucket here in the second half. The team that averages about 55 points per game. Yates, long 2, that's no good. Rebound goes to Sullivan.
This half, the Buckeyes have been playing a lot more man-on-man coverage.
And it's working at the moment. Schultz, easy floater. Buckeyes all over it right now. How about a 10-2 run to open the second half? Can Vinton County get a response on offense? This is Ousley getting back outside. Long 3 coming for more. That's no good. Rebound goes to Sullivan. Vinton County still yet to score 3 in this second half. Sullivan trying to find the feed inside. Went off a couple of different sets of hands from both teams. Now Moore gets it back. Elliott just a half-second late. There's a 3, and it's made. Big-time 3-point bucket from Brody Maynard. As Vinton County aims to get back into this one. It's now 37-30. I was going to say it was a good thing Maynard made that because there was a wide-open Ousley underneath the cup. And that time there was a wide-open Cam Sullivan underneath the cup, and he's got 12. And lead is back up to 9. There's Maynard up and under. Can't quite get the roll. Desperately unlucky there for the Vikings. Now inside, Sullivan, offensive foul. Just a little bit too much focus there from Sullivan. Good job by Moore to plant the feet, get set, take the charge, and it'll be an offensive foul. First foul of the game on Cam Sullivan, who's got 12 points. Vinton County going back to work on offense. Back in the game is Briggs Prater. Got the ball now being defended by Wheatley. Here comes a 3 from Montgomery. That's no good. Rebound goes to Champ Schultz. Inside to Wheatley. Back 1-2 between him and Sullivan. Wheatley's able to tip it out, and the rebound eventually ends up going to Maynard. Now in the corner, Montgomery for three. No good off the front of the rim. Now Yates gets it, and quickly back ahead goes Wheatley for an easy two. It was Champ Schultz who grabbed that and quickly flung it ahead to Yates.
Buckeye lead up to 11 now.
It is up to 11, and the three-point shooting struggles continue. They're just 1 for 6 now in the second half for a total mark of 4 for 15 in this game. Inside, that's a tough take from Prater. Doesn't go, rebound Sullivan. He's got 5 of those. Vikings now will try and reset on defense as they've been struggling here in the second half. There's an attempted steal that ends up going back out to Levy. He gets it into Schultz. Yates is able to poke it away from Sullivan, who wanted to travel on the floor, was not called. Now Maynard behind the back gets it up to Yates. Yates step, jump, three-pointer, no good, front of the rim, goes right back to him. Kicks it in the corner, Prater for three, that's good. And we get a timeout, 30-second timeout for Vinton County. We will step aside as well. 41-33, the Buckeyes lead it by 8. You're watching the Athens County Game of the Week on Total Media Sports.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill, the new home of the award-winning blackened chicken with bow tie pasta. From the moment you walk in, you're welcomed by a relaxed, friendly atmosphere and a mouth-watering aroma of dishes made with true Cajun heart. It's perfect for group gatherings, family dinners, or a flavorful takeout night. Don't taste what everyone's talking about. The Cajun Island at the Bridge. Delicious Cajun cuisine, generous portions, and friendly service right here in Southeast Ohio.
Well, Vinton County, again, they have shot a lot of threes. We talked about it at halftime about how much we wanted them to maybe shoot some more. They've shot almost as many in this third quarter as they did in the entire first half. They shot 9 in the first half, went 3 for 9. They've gone 2 for 8 here in this third quarter alone. So that is some math that I am capable of doing, and that is 5 for 17 from beyond the arc. So a little under 33% now at about a 29% clip. So VC are not, again, like we said, not afraid to unload from beyond the arc, but right now they're not getting the results I think they would like to see as the Buckeyes now go back to work on offense. Elliott got it back to Schultz, and Schultz lost control of the dribble. 1:06 seconds to go. Here's Oosley. Oosley trying to cut inside on Elliott, and he walked. It'll be a turnover for Vinton County when they can't afford to have these turnovers. Under a minute to go in this third quarter. It's been a Buckeye-dominated quarter for the most part. Inside Schultz, back to Wheatley, and this has been the catalyst. That quick ball movement for the Buckeyes, and Weston Wheatley is up to 19 points. He's having himself a night here. The transfer from Athens. Oosley lost the basketball, and he's got more to cover for him, but he stepped out of bounds, and the chaos trying to keep that basketball in play. 43-33. Get a 16-6 quarter right now for the Buckeyes. Just the 2 threes in this quarter, the only methods of scoring for Vinton County. Spinning away from the pressure as Wheatley gets it to Sullivan. Thought about the three, opted against it now. He'll check it out. Picked up his dribble, gets it to Stevie Blair. Blair looking for some help. Passes off Elliott. 10 seconds to go. Got to move with a little urgency. Got the mismatch that you want here with Elliott on Prater. Now Wheatley slicing inside. That one comes up short. Rebound goes to Schultz. What a tough spinning shot. Back-to-back quarters that Champ Schultz beats the buzzer. And the Buckeyes take a 45-33 lead into the fourth quarter. We'll step aside. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure. Oh, no, we're not on Pure Rock today. We're just on the stream. It's Total Media Sports.
Part of our community and cheering along with you, Merchants National Bank has been your local bank for over 145 years. Just like your team on the field, We're committed to hard work, teamwork, and supporting our community. Whether you're saving for your future, buying your first home, or growing your business, Merchants National Bank is here to help you reach your goals. Stop by our branch on Stimson Avenue and talk to Beth, Mark, or Greg. Merchants National Bank, a real community bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Looking for insurance tailored to you and your family? Shauna Stump State Farm in Athens offers auto, home, life, business, and more, all personalized to your needs. Call 740-593-6882 or visit 328 West Union Street for a free quote. Shauna Stump, protection you can count on.
Eight minutes to go here. Buckeyes in control after a quarter that they dominated. 18-6 was the margin in that third quarter, and that gives the Buckeyes a 12-point lead.
And if I'm the Buckeyes, I'm just looking to play it safe here in this fourth quarter.
And that is a walk from Weston Wheatley. Excuse me, 18-8. Again, just bad at math. Really bad at math. It is the running thing, and well, they had 25, and now they have 33. Do some quick math. That's 8 points, not 6. I'm selling VC just a hair short. They still got some work to do here in this fourth quarter. It could start with this man, Montgomery. Gets it into Yates. Back to Moore. Moore inside. He's fouled, and he will go to the line for a couple free throws. Haven't really seen a lot of free throws in this game. You mentioned that earlier, Noah, with the kind of lack. I mean, it's been good for both teams to be disciplined, but not a lot of contact or shooting fouls maybe.
Well, yeah, and there's only one player on each team with more than one foul.
Yeah. It's been a relatively quick game as well, as that first free throw is going to come up short.
Which I think the speed's just a result of the lack of fouls and out-of-bounds stoppages. A lot of the turnovers have been on the court.
There's the second free throw, which does go. 9-point game. A little bit of a full court press now for Vinton County. Blair's able to get the pass from Wheatley to break it. Now Blair in a little bit of trouble in the corner. He's got a double team on him, and we're going to get a timeout by Nelsonville-York. Probably a smart one there, as Blair was in trouble in the corner. Full timeout. We'll step aside as well. It's an 11-point lead for the Buckeyes, 45-34. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Total Media Sports.
Need reliable heating and cooling? Airclass Heating and Cooling has you covered. From furnaces to AC generators to fireplaces and indoor air quality, we keep your home comfortable all year. Call 740-448-7278 or visit us at 24 State Street. Airclass, comfort you can count on. Our Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go,
7:26 to go in this one. The Buckeyes in control, but not out of the woods yet. 45-34. Vinton County trying to get back into the swing of things here. Again, both of these teams have big conference games coming up. We'll talk about that over the course of this fourth quarter. Both of these teams will play Megs within the next 2 weeks, who, of course, lead the conference as of now. Wheatley tried to get it in, rejected by Montgomery. I'm not sure if that was a pass or a shot. That might have been why it was such an easy block at the end for Montgomery, and then it's a nice finish right down the other end from Brody Maynard, who's into double digits. He leads the way for Vinton County with 12 points. Lead back to single digits. 45-36, Nelsonville-York. Here's Weston Wheatley, who's been on that timing today. He's got 19. Champ Schultz has also been very good. He does have 11 points now. 3 Viking scores into double digits as Yates brings it up the floor. Jump step. Wheatley just all over that. Great defense from the Buckeyes. And Wheatley's doing it on both ends of the floor. Now wide open underneath the cup is Sullivan, and one.
He has just been right under that net for most of the game.
He has, and that is where he does his best work.
Clearly.
We're going to get a timeout for Vinton County before the bonus bucket. 49-36. We will step aside as it's a full timeout. You're watching the Athens County Game of the Week on Total Media Sports.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, window siding, and excavating services. Call J&K Contracting today at 740-698-3521 and let's get to work.
Tri-County Career.
That bonus free throw now incoming for Cam Sullivan. What a tough bucket that was before the break. He's up to 14, got a chance for a 15th point here at the line, which he can't take advantage of. Yates able to get the rebound for the Vikings. Back on the outside, this is Thacker. Thacker still got it underneath the bucket. Gets it back to Montgomery, got the pump fake, and Elliott pokes it away. It'll be Viking basketball. 6:15 to go, 49-36. The advantage for Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes average about 62.3 points a game as Yates gets to the inbound. Looks like they're going to allow much less than the typical average tonight. Montgomery, nice pump fake, nice finish. Montgomery, there's his first points since the first quarter. He was red hot in the first quarter, but they did a good job of shutting him down throughout the rest of this game. Here's that pace from the Buckeyes. Sullivan can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Wheatley on the offensive side. Sullivan inside, and he gets it off the feed. The missed shot from Elliott, no matter for Sullivan. He'll get the rebound and the putback as well. And Cam Sullivan is firmly on double-double watch. 16 points and 6 rebounds for him. Double-double machine for the Buckeyes. That's going to be a foul. See who they get this one on. It's going to be Moore, who's going to go to the free throw line. They're going to get it on Schultz. It's a third foul on Cam Schultz. Only player on the floor right now with 3 fouls.
Only player here. Not just on the floor.
First free throw is good. 51-39 as Ousley checks back in for Thacker. Now, it doesn't appear like we're going to see Alec Thompson tonight. He did dress. He is on the sidelines for the Buckeyes, but still not quite maybe ready for that return. We'll see when that is. Hopefully soon, as he is a great, great player. It's always good to see him suit up for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, their plan might have been if they need him late in the game.
Perhaps. As now into the corner, Weston Wheatley's picked up a lot of the slack tonight. And there's a foul by Ousley. Underneath the basket. 5:21 to go in this one. Schultz will inbound. All the way back out to Blair. Blair gets it to Elliott. Elliott slicing inside and one. Montgomery tried to draw the charge. I don't think he got his feet set quite in time. And that is why it's a blocking foul as opposed to that offensive charge. And Elliott will go to the line for the bonus point.
You know, I haven't gotten the chance to do play-by-play for basketball yet, but I cannot wait for that day where I get to be the one to say "and one." It always seems so fun for the broadcasters to say.
It is one of the more electric moments in basketball, and Elliott is able to take advantage of the bonus point opportunity. 54-40. Vinton County will go back the other way now with the young freshman Prater. Prater gets it in the corner for Montgomery. That's the first 3 of the fourth quarter for Vinton County. That one comes up a little bit long. Now the Buckeyes will go back to work offensively, swing all the way into the corner for Elliott, who gets it back to Blair. Now Weston Wheatley has it. Elliott at the logo, 4:46 to go. Elliott slicing, loves that little putback. And it's been a quiet day for Grant Elliott in terms of scoring, but he's making some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Maynard trying to get some plays, and Elliott now makes a nice play on the defensive side with a tip. And it'll stay with the Vikings. But the Buckeyes beginning to put some breathing room between themselves and the Vikings. 56-40, it's a 16-point advantage. Here's Yates, long three, that's good. Ash Yates drills the three. It's a third made three of the half for Vinton County. Now quickly back up to 4 go the Buckeyes. About halfway through this final frame. Blair will get it back to Elliott. Elliott will get it to Wheatley, who lost his footing. Back up to Maynard. Maynard will stop, put up a three, no good short. Rebound is off of Moore. Vinton County shot 21 threes tonight. They've made just 6 of them. As the Vikings tried to make some plays defensively. Back up the floor, easy for Sullivan, who's up to 18 points.
Man, you could just see the evolution of how Nelsonville-York passes throughout this game.
Yeah, the pace is working, and there it is again. Oh, but Elliott can't quite get it to go that time, and it's going to be a foul on Vinton County. A little bit lucky there for Sullivan as he missed what was a pretty routine layup.
I thought it was going to get stuck in there for a second.
And it will send Sullivan to the line for 2 free throws. Vinton County also out of fouls to give now, so the Buckeyes for the rest of this game, barring overtime. Oh, no, it will not send Sullivan to the line. They judged that was not a shooting foul. As Sullivan dumps it back to Schultz. And Sullivan kind of realizing, I think, that he's got that strength advantage no matter who Vinton County puts down there. He's trying to utilize it. Elliott now has Yates on him. He's at the right corner, cuts inside the free throw line, spinning, floater, tough shot, no good. Rebound goes to Josh Montgomery. Montgomery needs some help now at the free throw line, puts it in the corner. Prater lost it. Schultz gets it back as we tick under 3 minutes to go. And we're going to get a timeout by the Buckeyes. See if this is a full or a 30. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take a brief timeout as well. 2:52 to go. Buckeyes on top, trying to close this one out. You're watching the Athens County Game of the Week on Total Media Sports.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Buckeyes can sense the victory, but it's not there yet. They have not finished the job just yet. Again, like I mentioned, Vinton County have shot 21 three-point baskets. They were 3 for 10 in the first half. They are 3 for 11 in the second half. So the shooting hasn't quite been where I think the Vikings would like it to be tonight. Shooting about 28-ish% from beyond the arc are the Vikings in this one, and that isn't going to be enough to beat this great Nelsonville team. We'll see if they can get it right here in these last couple minutes. They're going to need to try and make some plays as they wanted a foul there on the high arm on Prater by Elliott. No call. Weston Wheatley, and now Prater falls over. Was a little bit off the ball. Noah, did you get an eye on that?
Yeah, he was fully pushed. It was a straight push. There's no sugarcoating.
Let's see which way they call this. There's a little bit of a discussion between the officials. I think, is that a technical foul or are there flagrant flagrant fouls in high school basketball?
I am unsure.
I believe they called this a flagrant or a technical foul. I mean, clearly, because there are these uncontested free throws, which Montgomery's able to make the first of. I didn't see a T, I saw an X. I saw the official do one of these. Second free throw good from Montgomery, so now Vinton County will get the basketball back where the foul occurred. So it's an interesting little caveat there, and that is big for the Vikings as Nelsonville-York there had the basketball with a chance to maybe really ice it. Now up to it went Prater. He kind of grimaced at his eye there. He didn't get any sort of call. 58-47, 2:14 to go. Here's Elliott, who just committed that technical foul. Now he gets it back inside to Sullivan. Sullivan fires it back to Schultz. Schultz lost handle on the basketball. Blaine Gabriel frustrated on the sidelines as now Yates will pull from three. No good. Rebound goes to Sullivan once again. As the Vikings need to try and generate some turnovers here, as they have, and now we're going to get a blocking foul on Montgomery, and that is going to send Champ Schultz to the line for 2 free throws.
That's his third. He is over the limit. Champ Schultz will go to the line. He'll have 2 shots for the Buckeyes.
58-47, a minute 39 to go in this fourth quarter.
Champ Schultz with 11 points in this game.
Yeah, he's been solid. He's right at about his season average right now, which is 12.5 points a game. And there is that average with 12. We've got 3 Buckeyes in the double digits. Wheatley's got 19, Sullivan's got 18. And here is the third, Schultz with 12. And he just rims out to try and make it 13. So a minute 37 to go. Vinton County's going to have to try and make something happen here late in this one for some drama. Montgomery trying to cut inside off the glass. No good. Wheatley with the rebound. Back the other way goes Grant Elliott. Elliott ran him into a little trouble. It rolls right to Blair. Stevie Blair dribbled it out of bounds. Dribbled it off the baseline. Blaine Gabriel can't believe it. So it'll be Vinton County basketball. Wheatley checks out of the game. Gavin Levy, who's been relatively quiet tonight for the Buckeyes. Just 3 points for Gavin Levy. Usually about a 10 points per game scorer. Maynard needed some help. Got it in the form of Moore. Moore with a minute or so on the clock. Vinton County got to operate with a little bit of urgency here. Try and get some points quickly. Montgomery had it blocked from behind by Elliott, but got his own rebound. Now that was another block by Blair. Now quickly up, tough finish, and it still doesn't go for Prater. What great defense by the Buckeyes there. Now Elliott able to get it up quickly to Sullivan. Blair is able to get it around the corner on the block to Schultz. Elliott into the corner for Levy. 37 seconds to go. Schultz back out top. Wide open. A complete bust in the defensive coverage. And up to 20 points goes Cam Sullivan. 26 seconds to go. A long three from Vinton County. No good. Rebound Yates. He can't get it. And Levy is able to get the rebound.
Was that shot from Yates, was that tipped?
I think it must have been. It came up well short. And the Buckeyes look like they're just going to dribble this one out. And Nelsonville-York is going to improve back to 500 in conference play. 4-4 in the TVC-Ohio, 9-6 overall as the Buckeyes win this one. 61-47. Congratulations to the Buckeyes. Vinton County, a good effort as well, but not quite enough to get it done on the road. We will step aside one final time, take one last break. We'll come back. We'll bring you some of the late game stats and also tell you our Tri-County Career Center player of the game, presented by, of course, the Tri-County Career Center. This has been the Athens County Game of the Week on Total Media Sports.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill, the new home of the award-winning blackened chicken with bow tie pasta. From the moment you walk in, you're welcomed by a relaxed, friendly atmosphere and a mouth-watering aroma of dishes made with true Cajun heart. It's perfect for group gatherings, family dinners, or a flavorful takeout night. Don't taste what everyone's talking about. The Cajun Island at the Bridge. Delicious Cajun cuisine, generous portions, and friendly service right here in Southeast Ohio.
At the heart of our community and cheering along with you, Merchants National Bank has been your local bank for over 145 years. Just like your team on the field, we're committed to hard work, teamwork, and supporting our community. Whether you're saving for your future, buying your first home, or growing your business, Merchants National Bank is here to help you reach your goals. Stop by our branch on Stimson Avenue and talk to Beth, Mark, or Greg. Merchants National Bank, a real community bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Looking for insurance tailored to you and your family? Shauna Stump State Farm in Athens offers auto, home, life, business, and more, all personalized to your needs. Call 740-593-6882 or visit 328 West Union Street for a free quote. Shauna Stump, protection you can count on. Need reliable heating and cooling? Airclass Heating and Cooling has you covered. From furnaces to AC generators to fireplaces and indoor air quality, we keep your home comfortable all year. Call 740-448-7278 or visit us at 24 State Street. Airclass, comfort you can count on. At Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call.
Welcome back to the gymnasium here. It is Ben Wagner Gymnasium, and it is a Buckeye victory. They defend home court for the 6th time this season. They pick up their 4th conference win, and they move a little bit closer to the top of the pack in the TVC-Ohio as the Buckeyes come out victorious 61-47 tonight. A couple of key statistics from this matchup. Cam Sullivan with another great performance, 20 points and 7 rebounds for him. Champ Schultz with 12 and 3. Weston Wheatley with a really nice performance in a start for him as he gets 19 and 5. And for Vinton County, leading scorer was Josh Montgomery, 15 points, 2 rebounds for him. Brody Maynard, 12 points and a rebound for him. Nash Yates, 8 points and 4 rebounds. I think the most telling statistic, Noah, from this game, Vinton County, 6 of 23 from beyond the 3-point arc. 26%. Not going to win you a lot of basketball games.
Yeah, and that's just one of those things they didn't get that feel for the 3 later in the half. Especially the third quarter was when it really mattered. What did you say? They were 2 for 8 on threes in the third quarter?
Yep.
And it's just, you cannot win a basketball game going 2 for 8 in a quarter.
Very right, very true. And, you know, that was a struggle for them just all game, really. They couldn't find consistent 3-point shooting, and at the end of the day, that's what cost them in tonight's matchup. Tri-County Career Center player of the game, we're going to give it to Weston Wheatley. What a great performance for him. Gets the start, not a guy that starts on a week-in, week-out basis, and he was able to get the start tonight, put up 19 points. So a big shout-out to Weston Wheatley. He is your Tri-County Career Center player of the game. But that'll do it for tonight's matchup here in Ben Wagner Gymnasium. Nelsonville-York moves to 9-6 on the season. Vinton County moves to 6-9. Once again, everybody, please stay safe over this weekend. Stay warm. I know we've got all this snow coming through. Make sure to be careful as well. But We will have a matchup for you tomorrow. It'll be over at Federal Hocking. The matchup, a big matchup, two great girls programs, the Federal Hocking Lancers and the Alexander Spartans. We'll have that one for you live on our Total Media Networks at about noon Eastern. Keep an eye out for that. But until then, I've been Ethan Sargent. Noah Lovely's been alongside me, saying so long for Ben Wagner Gymnasium. Once again, final score, Nelsonville-York 61, Vinton County 47. This has been the Athens County Game of the Week on Total Media Sports.
Thank you so much for watching the Athens County Game of the Week. Tune in next time where we'll see you on the court.